Thank you. My name is Gabriel Colangelo. I teach in the Valverde School District, which is in between Moreno Valley and Paris, and I'm also a pastor at Sovereign Grace Community Church. I've lived in Moreno Valley since 1980, and actually lived on Redlands Boulevard for about 25 years, not too far from where this logistics center is scheduled to be built. And fond memories of that place, except for I hated all the dirt blowing up on my car and always getting it dirty, and so I no longer live there. But I think just for that reason alone, I'd probably vote for the logistics center, just so all those poor people don't have to wash their cars daily. But in all seriousness, Councilman Price, I knew your son Ryan. I went to high school with him, and for a while he actually attended my church, and so I knew him fairly well, and I also helped him move to Murrieta. And I bring him up only because I think that's kind of the trend of what's going forward in Moreno Valley is people like your son, having to move out for work. Most of the people I know, almost all of my friends that I grew up here with, don't want to stay in Moreno Valley. They want to move out. There's not much here for them. And I can't blame them. I've kind of stayed here because I've been connected to the community. I've been connected to people here in this community. And so, I've stayed put, but so many, one by one, I see my friends move to Temecula and Riverside and Corona, and they have to, in a sense, because of jobs and because of work. And so, personally, I would like to see, this World Logistics Center come. I think there's some important issues many have brought up that I don't know enough about. This really is issues come to my attention a lot recently, although I've heard about it for years and years and years living on the East End. My mom was real involved, and I have to apologize. This is my first time even coming to City Council. I wish I had been more involved. My mom was always wanting to know what's going on and wanted the horse trails and all that over there in the East End. But for a long time, I always wished, hey, they'd build something out there, just something, because it was, when you're young and growing up, you just hate that there's nothing out there. And so I really feel like the opposition really means well. A lot of people may not. I've been reading a lot on Facebook. That's been my main avenue through this, and I've tried to read as many articles online as I could. And honestly, my convictions of why I feel the way I do are mainly from the opposition's articles. Claims of, bribing the city council by taking them to Olive Garden and Chili's, I think was one of the articles that was out there. And I don't know you guys personally. I think I met you once 25 years ago, and I probably wouldn't have recognized you if I hadn't seen your name. But I doubt that you'd be bribed by Chili's or Olive Garden, And so I think they do bring up some things that I don't know enough about. How much is it, $400 million, $40 million, $10 million? How much are they asking to put forward? Is it any? Maybe what I've heard, it's none. But I think it's just different worldviews, I'd love to go back to the days before social media, before Facebook, before cell phones, before robots, but those days are gone. I think that is the future. But people have to make these robots and develop the robots and program the robots and fix the robots. So the jobs are better jobs than that. So this Bible's 1,000 pages. My time's up.
Thank you, sir.
You would have to read it, that impact report 35 times, though, to get through it all. So I just
Thank you, Mr.
I ask you guys to do it.
Yeah.